Okay, after you got it cleaned up, okay, now you have to bear in mind the cutouts that they made is exactly to the size of your vitagen bottle. However, it's not the same as the size of your actual product, because your actual product is you drill two holes and it's nicely carved out. Okay, so if let's look, currently this is the size, the circles and everything. So it's not very clean look. However, for the purpose of this project, we're just going to let it be. Okay, so like what we did in the previous section, we give it a color. So click on pin bucket. So I can choose a color that I liked. So I like to use a glass. So this one I'm going to use a green. You can use a yellow. If let's say you want something opaque, it's also possible. So you go to colors name, select the color that you're interested in. Then it will turn out everything's like that. Okay, now let's create the remaining parts. Let's create the base of the stand. So the base of the stand is simply 70 by 70, so 70, 70. Okay, there's a thickness to it, thickness of 3, so go up by 3. So you get it there. Okay, make sure you make it the component one more time. Okay, oh, this one is currently not a component, so let's make sure it's in a component too. Okay, then let's add color to this. So this one I would like to go for a glass. Maybe I'll go for blue. Okay, now let's create the stand. Now currently the stand is of a size 70 by 24. So 70, 24. Okay, that's the size of the stand. So let's look from the top view so that it's not focused. Okay, let's focus on this one. Okay, let's get in the dimensions. From here, this one is 5. This is 5. This is 10. Okay, so I'm going to use a 2-point curve and click. So I will come up with the dimensions nicely. Okay, use the eraser to remove the edges that I do not want. Okay, let's get rid of the lines, the guidelines. Okay, and you have a clean one. So let's create thickness. Thickness is 3. Now, do remember that you have drillings that you have done on this piece. So let's get the measurement out again. So here is 5. Here is 5. Refer to your papers where the measurements of the drillings are. Okay, so that is clearer. So this one's half of it will be 12. Okay, and there's holes to be drilled. So the first one will be 5. The later part will be, I believe, is about 8. Okay, if you're not sure, let's double check again. So let me go back to my file. So the measurements are not here, so it should be in your paper. Okay, so you take a good look at your paper. They'll tell you at the measurement. So you do the drilling. So for example, the first drilling here, diameter is 2. So when I do the radius is 1. Same here, radius is 1. Okay, so you push down the hole, 3. Then you push on the hole, 3. Okay, same for this side here. Add in the circle, 3. No, the radius is 1. Radius is 1. So let's bring down 3, 3. Okay, there's one more in the center here. There's another few more holes at the center. So do remember what's the measurement like. It's very good for you to check the measurements every now and then. So let's do it from the top view. So nicely out like that. Okay, there is some areas where it's countersunk. So you make sure you get the measurements there, where to drill the other mini holes and all sorts. Okay, remove the lines and continue. So you should have the one more hole here. Okay, then 2 more holes or partial hole. So just in case you want to do a partial hole, what you do is just bring out a little bit up. So let me recap again. So if let's say you need to do a partial hole somewhere here. Okay, so you just get the dimensions that you need. So I believe this one, the hole is diameter 12, so let's go for 6. So you just bring down by 1.5. So it's actually half of what we have drilled. Then there is another one, I believe that we did another drilling as well on the other side. Now, if remember, one part we drill in, the other for the this two one you drill on the other side. So what you do is that you turn the camera. Okay, make sure you have the measurements where it's supposed to be. Let's be precise. Okay, so 5, and this one is 5. So this one there's a bit of counter sound. So let's go for the counter sound. So the counter sound we go was, okay, make sure the circle that comes out is the right size. Should be blue. So if it doesn't, you just shift it a bit more. Then the circle again. Okay, the counter sound for this one we go for 2, and then we just bring in by 1. So we push in by 1. Okay, the one that we had, the actual one is concave inside. Okay, nice dome shape. But for the purpose of this one section, we're just going to focus like that. Okay, so do make sure that you have all the measurements out and all the dimensions out accordingly. Okay, use the papers I've given you before in your journal to get the measurements to the correct size. Once you are done, make sure you make a copy since there's a duplicate, and get it ready for the next section.